परफेक्ट डाइजेशन. अगर कफ जम गया है, ओके, साइनसाइटिस, accumulation of kapha in the nasal passages, dull headaches and migraines, ये इनके symptomologies होते ही होते हैं. अगर kapha in the small intestine is excess, obviously whatever food also that you're putting, because there is lack of fire and lack of movement, the food is again not getting digested. So that is in Ayurveda called as Manda Agni. Okay. The first one was Tikshna Agni or Tikshna Agni. The middle one is the Sama Agni, which is balanced fire. And if it is less and there is excess kapha over there, that is Manda Agni. Correct? Getting this? Okay. Now the emotional organ, the heart, the Wazir. Okay. The small intestine, the heart is the Wazir. Correct. So everything is yin and yang. There is yin inside of yang and there is yang inside of yin. Okay. यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा रोल रिवर्सल भी होता है. तो अगर ये वजीर है, तो ये वजीर की कौन हुई? बीवी हुई. Correct. The small intestine, when it receives the resonances of food from the body, it filters away the toxins also because it burns it away. It filters away unwanted information and it. So वजीर की वाइफ जो होती है ना, तो कैसा मालूम, दरवाजे पे कोई भी आता है, नौकर आया, दूध वाला आया, काम वाला आया, सब्जी वाला आया, she will open generally the door and she is the one who interacts with everybody. She is the one. Small intestine is the one which interacts with all the organs of their nutritional needs and requirements. ठीक है, वो सबका कच्चा चिट्ठा निकालती है, वो अपने हिसाब से फिल्टर करती है. भाई ये आके बोल तो रहा है बहुत ज्यादा, मध्य प्रदेश बोल रहा है हमको पानी नहीं मिलता है, मोदी सरकार को बोलो पानी भेजो. महाराष्ट्र के पास पानी ज्यादा है पर बोलता है कि नहीं सर हमारे पास नहीं है, ये झूठ बोल रहा है. She is the one who filters these things out and makes a kacha chitta file. Out of 100 pages, she will filter a 20-page file and give it to the heart, the Wazir. The Wazir will then go into the pericardium or the palace of the king or the prince and tell him कि सर देखो ये यहाँ पे ऐसा चल रहा है, ये क्या बोलते हैं ठाकरे की सरकार आपको गिराने की बातचीत कर रही है, वो वहाँ पे यूपी में भी सपोर्ट देने का बातचीत कर रही है. एंड द प्रिंस विल देन फाइनली डिसाइड व्हाट इंस्ट्रक्शन टू बी सेंट आउट अगेन थ्रू द हार्ट इनटू द ब्लड स्ट्रीम एज न्यू इंफॉर्मेशन. एंड इट विल प्रोबेबली ट्राई प्लेइंग पॉलिटिकल चेकमेट्स. भाई महाराष्ट्र एक काम कर, पवार मामा को भेजता हूँ, तुम्हारा सरकारी आधा गिरा डालेगा अब भी. ठीक है. So that political strategizing is done 99% by the Wazir itself because it is the way how he presents to the king. Who is our Wazir? In India, who is our Wazir? Amit Shah. The kingmaker is always 10 times more important than the king himself. It is his advisors. It is your Wazirs in life. It is your heart who is truly the guiding force of what direction the whole body, mind and your natural destiny is going to go into. Okay? When in your Wazir you find excess Vata, okay, he himself is in chaos, okay, because he is being manipulated by the small intestine. Because if the small intestine is not filtering the information, 100 पन्ने को फिल्टर करके 20 पन्ने लाने का बोला था, you know, you study through all the balance sheet and give me a 1-page report, boss, you know, audited report. Instead, if she is imbalanced, what she does is, because women like to talk in excess, तो वो 100 पेज के बदले एक तो 300 पेज रिपोर्ट इकट्ठा करेगी, ठीक है, और वो 300 पेज रिपोर्ट को ऑर्गेनाइज करके देने के बदले She will give, you know what, this is the first 300 page, plus I am preparing another 200 pages for you. Take all of that to the bloody idiot sitting in the palace and tell him to rule the country. Okay? When there is an imbalance in the small intestine and when that stops filtering the resonances, there will be chaos inside what Wazir also has to do in terms of advisory. Correct? This is exactly where you find the crazy dancer pulse. Correct? बात बढ़ेगा, chaos रहेगा. So the Wazir, what did we call the Maharashtra government in 2020? The flip-flop government. आज ये रेगुलेशन, कल दूसरा रेगुलेशन, परसों तीसरा रेगुलेशन, अब भी लॉकडाउन किया. ये पिछला वाला लॉकडाउन एब्सोल्यूट ब्लडी जोक इन महाराष्ट्र, है ना. आज डिक्लेयर किया जिम्स क्लोज, ठीक है, बट मूवी थिएटर्स ओपन, मॉल्स ओपन. हम लाइक क्या है भाई. अच्छा, नेक्स्ट डे डिक्लेयर किया नहीं, नाउ एवरीथिंग ओपन 50%. करेक्ट? Which means, what does it tell you about our ministers? Where will his heart pulse be automatically at? What has he been suffering all his life? What has UT been suffering? Heart ailments all his life. This is how you diagnose, you correlate. What information? I don't need to really see anybody's nadi. I can just look at someone or talk 5 lines and I can diagnose कि तुम्हारा किधर अगला पिछला क्या है. Correct? That same thing you also need to develop. First for yourself. Once you get great at yourself, once you know this body, you know everybody. Okay. If the Wazir is fantastic, perfect पित्त पे चल रहा है, your love, dub, if it is beautiful and perfect in rhythm, then the Wazir is a wise old man. Okay. And he will coach the prince to become a wise prince. Okay. And it is really beautiful to watch 2 wise old men talking to each other. It's like this. You want chocolate? No, let's not have chocolate. Let's have black coffee.
So guiding and following is एकदम perfect rhythm. The advisory board and one listening.
Yes.
The perfect rhythm.
Yes, yes. But it is the job of the Wazir, the heart, to coach the mind through his life. That is the maturation axis. Correct? Suppose it is here. यहाँ पे है, हार्ट का में कफा मिलता है तुमको. What will the Wazir start doing? One becomes a terminator. So now he is no longer sharing information with the prince. I'm like, सुनो भाई, देश बगावत पे है. अमित शाह ने भी गाड़ी मोड़ लिया, बोला ये मोदी को जाने देना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, अपने को दूसरे किसी को ढूंढते, इनको जाने देना है. What will the Wazir and the advisory board start really doing? They will stop sharing the information with the ruler. Correct? If you observe a terminator, it is like a volcano. They hold everything till here, but they do not allow the information to go to the brain and come back. Correct? Terminator behavior patients will start developing Parkinsonism in the long run. Crazy dancer patients will start developing dementia or even Alzheimer's in the long run. All types of psychosomatic disorders. Correct? When you hold something, you are compressing something. So there is, when you compress something, there is coldness above and there is coldness below. Okay. These patients will come to you with, they come to me for cold feet, stiff feet, heels are paining. Okay. Dull migraine headache. Pressure from below, pressure from above. At the center, when you look at the liver, the blood pressure is about to shoot up. Correct? Why? Because compression from top, compression from the bottom. Earth is polar cap at the top, polar cap at the bottom is compressing. Core of the earth is super hot. What will happen to the core of your body? The solar starts becoming super hot. So a terminator, as we say, You finger with it, it will not react. You finger with it, it will not react. You finger with it, it will not react. He is like a Russian soldier. The moment he loses it, done. Finished. Shoot first, ask questions later. He will not analyze. अरे पर वो बच्चा था, उंगली कर रहा था ऐसे, तुमको आजू बाजू. That is exactly what a terminator behavior person will do. If you have excess kapha in the heart, it means you are holding on to a lot of emotional baggage or informational baggage. Correct? Okay. नीचे चले. Again, right side. ऊपर की साइड पे मिलेगा गॉल ब्लैडर, नीचे की साइड पे मिलेगा लिवर. थोड़ा सा, little bit, just at the radial artery. मिला सबको कि नहीं मिला? Right. Thanks. Middle finger. Middle finger.
She's looking at her left hand.
हाँ, right hand.
Pulse straight. Perfect.
थोड़ा सा नॉट बटरफ्लाई प्रेस, उसके बाद
थोड़ा सा.
मिल रहा है.
हाँ.
बात.
What?
हाँ.
Correct.
What is that?
That is the gallbladder.
Okay.
Gallbladder stores bile. Gallbladder stores bile. It is the most purest, and that is why the most potent form of acid, which helps burn the food and the toxins at the emotional level also in certain manner. Okay. Bile, it comes from the liver, but it's stored in the gallbladder. Correct? Which means what? कि पित्त कम है तेरे बॉडी में. What are you? You are a vata prakriti person. Correct? The more, अगर पित्त कम है वहाँ पे या वाता एक्सेस है, your information from the body to the brain is actually super fast. Gallbladder acts as a messenger between the liver and the brain. Okay. The way how our body is designed, it's beautiful. Because look, the liver is the great general. He's already older. He's a general of the army. He is responsible.
Right, sir.
Okay. General Rao, who unfortunately passed away, he was the general. He was the great general of our country. Okay. His responsibilities are actually 10 times larger than the prime minister. Okay. And yet the prime minister साला इधर उधर फ्लाइट मार रहा है, स्पीच भी दे रहा है, टाइम पास कर रहा है. Okay. But the general's duties of the army were much grander, and yet he was very silent. In which case there is automatically a tension always between the prince or the ruler of the king and his generals. Always. Because generals are like, सुन भाई, मेरे को मेरा धंधा मत सिखा. तू कर तेरा political वाली. I know how to protect the country. I know how to get production. I know how to get things moving. Okay. All generals are very disciplined. Okay. And so general will never ever directly communicate with the king. Ever. He will not communicate directly even with the wazir that much. Although he does. He has an open line available. But they will always communicate through a messenger. That messenger is the gallbladder. Okay. दोनों सरफिरे, प्रिंस भी सरफिरा है, जनरल भी सरफिरा है. And we always say, please don't shoot the messenger. Okay. If you observe that let's say someone is having chronic migraine headaches 24/7. Understand, either the liver is shooting the messenger or it is the brain. Because the brain is not listening to the messages sent by the liver keeps pushing the messenger further and further. The messenger gets overstretched and so it starts paining. The liver starts attacking the messenger literally. साले तेरे को मार डालूंगा, और तेरे को मार डालूंगा तो मेरे और तेरे ब्रेन के बीच का कम्युनिकेशन लाइन बंद हो जाएगा. एक बार कम्युनिकेशन लाइन बंद हो गया फिर मैं देश में जो राज चलाऊंगा उसको समझ में भी नहीं आएगा. That is how most coups happen in all countries. Correct? The army suddenly takes over. Correct? What does the army really, what does the great generals really do in the first place? They first shoot away the messenger. Like बीच का messenger निकालो. ठीक है? The gallbladder, if the prince is sending information to the general, asking too many questions, कह रहे आप ये क्या कर रहे हो, डिफेंस का बजट क्या है, इधर the Q ship, all of us know our ministers are the biggest assholes that you will come across. They will use the armed forces का equipment for personal family trips, है ना? अपना ships, war ships उठा के यूरोप travel करने को उठा के लेकर जाते हैं. The day a general loses his head, सबसे पहले कूप करके साफ ही कर दो. What happens is, that is exactly when you have a gallbladder attack. That is when you start developing gallstones. So, when you start shooting the messenger, let's say if this is high, right now this is overactive. Okay? If it is here, it is perfectly balanced. लिवर से ले रहा है, थोड़ा सा ठंडा पड़ता है ना, गर्मा गर्म न्यूज नहीं भेज रहा है. Let's say you said कि gallbladder में वात चल रहा है. Your liver and the gallbladder is sending garma garam news to the brain, and so the brain reacts to it equally fast. Okay, all vata prakriti people are either which way is extra efficient. Correct? If it is perfect pitta, तो थोड़ा सा उसको हम लगे, थोड़ा न्यूज को थोड़ा ठंडा होने दे, he'll process, the king will process it rightly. अगर gallbladder चूज करता है नहीं मैं और ठंडा होने दूंगा इसको, न्यूज को, तो लेट पहुंचेगा, फिर यहाँ पे gallstones बनने चालू हो जाते हैं. It is now retaining a lot of information and messages, which as such he has nothing to do with. But वो बोलते हैं ना, पोस्टमैन सुस्त रहता है, तो 15-20 दिन का इकट्ठा होने देता है, फिर लाके साथ में देगा तुमको. Correct? All of us have experienced this in the past. Now the liver, the great general. Check where that is.
check करेंगे.
नहीं, पित्त साइड, राइट साइड, गॉल ब्लैडर के नीचे लिवर.
बटरफ्लाई प्रेस की डीप
डी. What are you discovering about yourselves? Everybody, एक चीज एक खुद के साथ SWOT एनालिसिस कर रहे हो ना? This helps you discover who you are. बीच में ना, ठीक है. Fantastic strategy.